are you? I'm very well, thank you. Thank you for asking. I am Jadore and welcome to my channel. I'm trying to get more consistent about posting content. Like, I've uploaded a few videos that I've tried to edit and put together, but I haven't consistently been making new content, which is alright, it's lazy. It's a bit lazy. I could do better. I could definitely do better. At this current moment in time, I am working on a creative spoken word project that is kind of consuming my creative time. It's also keeping me thinking about what I want to say, what kind of the people that I want to collaborate on my project with, and just finding a way to stay proactive and positive despite any of the problems that I'm facing. Speaking of which, the problems that I am facing at this moment in time is, in all fairness and truthfulness, I'm suffering heavily with depression and anxiety and PTSD for one or more number of reasons. I'm currently living outside of my hometown area, so it is put me in a position where I'm kind of ostracized and isolated and making me feel like I'm here, but I'm not here, if that makes any sense. During that period of time, I've been experiencing a lot of antisocial behaviour and racial harassment within my home, within my neighbourhood, and to be truthful, it has taken its toll on me. It's not something that I experienced before living in my hometown, because I've always lived in a multicultural area and always had people in my life that advocated for me and I for them, and that was never an issue or a problem. But considering what I'm facing at this moment in time, it's something that I do need to document, it's something that I do need to talk about, and it's something that I need to share so that it isn't consuming emotionally. It's something that I'm actually able to think through, speak about, and advocate for. The things that I'm doing at this moment in time to try to battle the obstacles that I'm facing is journaling creatively and in a objective way in regards to documenting incidents and issues when it happens, because at some point in time I'm gonna have to be able to present this evidence of what it is that I've been facing, and because there's only me to account for it, I have to make sure that I document it in every which way possible. So that is, even though it's not a nice process to have to relive something bad that's happened to you, in order for me to get the results that I want, then that's definitely something that I have to do. The current position that I find myself in, I feel as though I'm not being listened to by the landlords, the council, the police. I'm left with the Citizens Advice Bureau with a list of solicitors that I can't afford to pay solicitors' fees for, but I can't get myself out of the situation that I'm in either right now. So it's something that I'm either going to have to sacrifice for or continue to suffer in silence, which seems inevitable. If I was somebody that quitted on themselves, if I was somebody that was easily deterred by obstacles, I'm going to overcome whatever obstacle that I'm facing, and even if I can't see a way forward at the time, then one will present itself and I'll more than happily take it on board, because I'm not about to quit on myself in no shape or form. Even though the situation seems very difficult and I seem outnumbered and out of resources, I know that I didn't come this far to quit on myself. So that is very much something that I'm having to reinforce in my head, because when people try to manipulate you and play mind games, it's very important that you have a sound state of mind where you know where you're at, and other people are not projecting their problems and their emotions onto you, especially when it comes to what your abilities are and what you're able to cope with. So to help myself in this situation, like I mentioned before, I'm seeking some legal advice. I'm writing and recorded delivery letters to make sure that I am getting the right responses that I need from the people who are responsible for the negligence that I've experienced, and also doing things just to make myself smile, because it is not easy to wear so many hats during one day and then all of a sudden feel so enthusiastic and creative about everything, knowing that they're spread so thinly across so many different areas in your life. So I took the time to go and do my nails, because I mean it's the least I could do. I don't want to allow myself to look how I'm feeling, which I'm guilty of sometimes, because I'm not always making the biggest or best effort in my appearance because of the other things that I'm facing and dealing with. And it's so important for me to not look like what I'm going through, because they would love that. They would absolutely love that, and I am not here for it. No, I'm not. So even if it's just one little thing that I can do for myself, then I'm happy for that. I'm grateful for that, to be able to be given to me at a period in time of uncertainty. So, you know, kudos to me. So yeah, I just wanted to reinforce the fact that if you are going through something in your life that causes you stress, or that makes you feel down, or you feel isolated, or you feel like everything that they're calling you under the sun is everything but a child of God, like, just let them say what they want to say, because they have to say something. I know it doesn't really cover the emotions that you feel at the time, but it's best that you reflect on what your true emotions are about yourself. If you really like yourself, then you're not gonna carry a negative idea and thought about yourself, because you wasn't born with them. Like, these are thoughts and ideas that were given to you by somebody else who probably felt that way about themselves. That's why they projected it onto you in the first place, and you know, the vicious cycle goes on. But just trust and believe that, you know, like, sometimes people are not what some people don't look like what they've been through, and I can stand testimony to that. So even if it's just taking a moment just to be still with your own thoughts and watch everybody else's movements around you, and observe and not absorb what other people are saying and doing, but just mutually observe for a duality purpose. It's very, very enriching, because you learn a lot about yourself and others by simply keeping still and choosing to say less, because you're in a period of observation and reflection, and you don't need to be a catalyst or to add to something that you deem to be negative, or something that is subtracting from the real emotions that you want to feel. So I definitely recommend speaking to somebody if you can, if you're in a position to have somebody, if you're fortunate enough to have somebody to trust in that way, that's amazing. But if you find yourself that you're really by yourself, and deep down inside you don't really like yourself, then I think it's only fair that you write a letter of apology to yourself, because there's somebody inside that feels let down, or maybe feels like that they haven't had all of their needs met, and the sorry that you're looking for from other people, you may never actually get it. So it's a suggestion, just a suggestion, that you apologize to yourself. Me personally, I'm always conversing with my inner child. Some days my inner child is the boss of me, because I just don't want to take part with people. I can't. I don't feel like I should be subjected to suffer fools on a daily basis and smile about it. No. Yeah, but my inner child deserves to be happy, and deserves to feel protected, and to be honored in the way that I do. So if that's something that you feel that seems like it's fitting for you, then it's okay for you to unpack that that emotion, that space, and see how that makes you feel, because everybody does things for face value and how things look, and sometimes the emotions that you feel are very short-lived or like superficial, like they're not real. It's just pretentious is the word that I can think for the top of my head, and most of it is cap, if I'm honest. You know, it's not being real, it's not being authentic. Being authentic is probably one of the most positive, the most uplifting, and the most beneficial characteristic to portray on a daily basis is authenticity, because by remaining real with yourself, it's very hard for people to take you away from your reality. Like, you might find yourself living amongst people that don't align with your reality, and sometimes they may make you feel that how you think about things is not correct, or how you do things is not correct, but it's correct for you. Like, everybody has their own path to walk in life. Everybody has their own achievements and lessons and obstacles to learn from. And when you're doing good, some people don't even want to clap for you. But when you're doing badly, these people will write news bulletins about what you did and what you didn't do, and how much support that they gave you, and you still amounted to what they believe to be is nothing. Don't ever let nobody tell you that you're not nothing, or put you down in a way where you actually start to believe that stuff. Like, are we okay? Are we okay? We're not listening to that. We're not doing that. I would much rather you look at yourself objectively and be honest and say, like, I could improve on this, I could improve on that, I could do this better. But we're not endorsing speaking negatively about oneself. No, thank you. But just be kind to yourself is a good starter, is what I mean. Be kind, and if it matters, apologize to yourself, because it's only your emotions that really matter. Like, how other people think or feel about you can change from one minute to the next. So it really is down to you and how you feel and how long you can hold on to that good feeling for. Now, I never said it was easy. I just explained that it was a process for me, and it kind of worked out almost every single time. You know, I want the same for you. I want this. I want that for us. You know, like, I want that to work out for you too. Like, but every day is a challenge and a battle within itself, and by just being real with yourself and just admitting, like, sometimes I don't know what to do. Sometimes I don't feel like putting in as much effort that's needed because I feel exhausted. Like, it's okay to not know. It's okay to feel exhausted. It's okay to not want to speak to people. Like, give yourself grace. That's what I've started to do. I've just I give myself grace to cry. I give myself grace to curse somebody out. I give myself grace to hold myself accountable. And if people don't like it, I don't care. I really don't. So if you've had enough of all that stuff that I mentioned, get like me and tell them to get somebody else to do it, because we're not doing that. No, ma'am. And the minute you start to say no, I kid you not, yeah? I kid you not. The minute that you start to say no, you immediately start to feel better. It's not even an ego boost, because there's nothing in the ego that makes you say no. But the minute that you start to say no and you're standing on that business, like, it's like a domino effect of everything else. It is just so fire. You're just looking like, so all I had to do was just start saying no to people and start saying yes to myself. Noted. Yeah. I just wanted to try to make an effort to make content at a time of difficulty, as well as in times of positivity. and I want to try to create some kind of schedule or structure for me to be able to create content on a regular basis and actually give you real-time updates on what's actually going on in my life or how I'm thinking and feeling. And you know, if you're still watching, then thank you for pulling up with me. I love you for that. And yeah, please do like, subscribe, share, send the video on WhatsApp to your mama. I don't mind, you know, just by supporting me and encouraging me and just being there, like, I appreciate you so much. Thank you very much. I love you. Bye.